And let's see what's in the safe. Stink bug. Oh, hello. I wasn't sure if I would ever escape. The Iron Crypt. Is the stoat around? The stunted wolf? This madness must end. Put that away. And we also have a key. Oh, I can't pick up the key because we're already holding something. Let's go ahead and set that down. Pick up the key. I know where that goes. We can finally see if the smoke did anything. Alright. I don't see anything for the smoke yet, but these look like puzzles. So, let's make sense of this. 05. I'm guessing this kind of looks like a battlefield. The 05 must be how much damage I have to do. Just a test. I'm doing 1 damage right now. I'm receiving 1 damage. Let's see if that goes up to 1. It does. Okay, this isn't too hard a puzzle. We just move everything down here. That adds up to 5 damage. And we got the skink. I forgot that I had put that there. Very well. You may add it to your deck, and I'll deal you one every so often. So another new card. This is a 1/2 with a tail ability. I can't see what that does in the rules yet. We'll have to wait till we encounter it. And we have another puzzle here, which looks like it immediately utilizes that mechanic. We could go try to read the rule book, or we could come back once we've dealt with it. I think we'll read the rule book, see what it says. Kind of looking over here for a tail. Or maybe up here for a tail. I'm not seeing anything. Loose tail, there it is. When a card bearing the sigil would be struck, a tail is created in its place, and a card bearing this sigil moves to the right. Okay, that doesn't tell me exactly what the tail does. Let's see if we can't figure this out. So I can only move these so far. Right now, that's at least doing something. Actually, since this is flying, it'll fly. Oh no, that block's flying. So this will at least do 1 damage. This guy's just locked in place. Yeah, I can't move him down or up. So if I strike him, he'll leave a tail and move to the right. Unless we block that path. Now he can't move. They can't move anywhere. But we won't do enough damage because they're all blocking. This should be 1 damage. That'll be a block. And then he'll... Oh, wait. I think I figured it out. 1 damage. Nothing happens. 3 damage. So 4. And then a 5th damage. Let's see. Yep. Oh, we already got some new cards. Formidable creatures, those ants. Very well. I will add them to your deck and make them available for future challengers. So we've already seen the worker ant. I don't know if I can... No, I can't see what the ant queen does. I'm assuming that was an ant queen. Oh, new puzzles. Okay, so we already understand the ant mechanic. This would mean each ant is doing 4 damage. But they're all being blocked, except for this one. So that's not good enough. Oh, this gecko won't move. We can move those freely, for the most part, as long as they're not blocking each other. We can move these freely, and that can go anywhere. So I think we want the ants on our side, since that's apparently the main mechanic. This means each ant will be doing 3, which is even less damage going out. Each ant is doing 2. So this right here, each ant would be doing 3. These 2 will get blocked. This one should fly over the lizard, because the lizard's going to move here. That should be 5 damage. Perfect. The caged wolf. Curious. Alright. And that leaves one puzzle, which has another new mechanic I don't understand. And we haven't even seen any cards with that yet. We might be getting too far ahead of ourselves. See, that gecko doesn't move. This one doesn't move. That one I can move up and down. That one has full range. Okay. So we might want to... I mean, we can look at the rule book to see what that does. Or we could wait till we at least see a card with that mechanic. I don't know what happens if we go too far too fast. Let's see if we can just kind of guess what happens. So 1 damage, 2 damage. That'll hit him, cause him to move there. That's 3 damage, and he'll block this guy. So that's not enough, and then it won't be enough to kill him. That guy won't do much. Yeah, we'll come back to this one once I learn what this mechanic does. I am still curious about the smoke, though. Maybe once I solve this last puzzle, this piece will come out like some kind of puzzle box. But for now... Oh, and we can't forget about the squirrel and the beehive. We'll pick up our piece, which is what he sent us here for. Let us continue. Alright, let's get a new card. Oh, I think all those might have been added to my deck already, so my deck should be pretty big. The Meager Coyote. But what did you expect for only 4 bones? So that's another bone card. It's a mechanic we haven't experienced too much of yet. The Nefarious Rattler. A brittle creature. Once past its monstrous fangs. So yeah, he's super strong offensively, but... Well, not super strong, but one of the stronger cards. He just has no defense. So he's good for a quick strike. Much like a Rattler. The Unkillable Cockroach. It returns to your hand after dying. Well, that's a new mechanic. Let's see what the rules say. Unkillable. When a card bearing this sigil perishes, a copy of it is created in your hand. Oh, that could be super strong. Even as just a sacrifice material for a different card, maybe. But for 4 bones... Yeah, I think that's the card I'm going to go for. I mean, this is a good offensive card, but could die rather easily. This one's not good for much. We'll try the cockroach. You know, you're free to get up again. To keep your blood flowing. Did something change out here? I am no tyrant. You may stand whenever the map is unrolled. It allows me time to plan your next encounter. But do keep your hands off my possessions. Okay, so he doesn't want me to touch anything. Obviously, I'm going to do that. Did anything change? We picked up a caged wolf card, and this appears to me to be a caged wolf. There might be something to that. Was it always this dark right here? I guess so. Don't know what's going on with the squirrel and the knife. I think we solved enough puzzles. I'm still curious about this one, though. Yeah, I don't think there's anything new to do. Nothing else in the safe. These guys are still locked firmly in place. Yeah, I don't think there's too much new we could do. We could try to solve that puzzle. Actually, let's look at the rule book. I don't like leaving things unfinished necessarily. If it doesn't jump out at me immediately, we'll probably come back to it. There it is. Sharp quills. Once a card bearing the sigil is struck, the striker is then dealt a single point of damage. I don't know how that would work in our puzzle. I do know how that would work in our puzzle. Okay, bear with me here. We want that guy up here. So this mantis bifurcated strike, once it hits this guy, it'll die, meaning it won't hit the lizard thing with the tail. So no damage output yet. But this guy will bypass him and do 1 damage to each of these for a total of 2, and then this guy will do 3 damage. So that was all we needed. Perfect. Ooh. Without having met her, this wood carving is meaningless. Nice little squirrel head. In time, you will understand its power. Okay, so yeah, we definitely jumped the gun, because we haven't even met the person responsible for that. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like it did anything new to this. So that's a mystery that will still go unsolved. Okay, I feel better now having completed it. Let's see what kind of items we can get. A squirrel, the scissors, or the black goat. I think I like the black goat the best. We just need some cards that'll utilize it. And time for a battle. You again? Indeed. Our friend freed me. Well, I basically told them how to do it. You got a plan? We have. Another friend here. You've got to be. I wouldn't call him a friend. But I suppose we are in deep this time. He didn't tell me how to do anything. He just said there was a secret in the cabin. I had to figure everything out. But now we have 2 cards that talk. I think this guy was called the Stink Bug. And he costs 2 bones, has a stink ability, and is a 1/2. So he's already better than the skunk, who was a 0/3 that costs, I think it was 1 sacrifice point. Let's see what we're up against. A porcupine. Oh yeah, we would have just figured out what this ability did. So we don't want to attack him with anything with low health. Luckily he only puts out 1 damage, so we might be able to ignore him. The coyote, on the other hand, puts out 2. Unless we can get the stink bug in front of him, who'll only put out 1. Or we could use a stoat, who'll block it. I think we'll use a stoat. Total misplay. I don't think so. And yes, he'll block the coyote and then kill the coyote. So we'll only take 1 damage from the porcupine. Ah! Says the stoat. We'll go and draw another squirrel. Use that for the bullfrog. And the stink bug, we now have 2 bones. Back in the game, says the stink bug. And that'll kill the coyote, and we'll do 2 damage. So we're doing slightly more, well, now we'll be doing 3 to his 1. So we can win without doing anything else. But maybe he'll put something else on the board. We could have also blocked the porcupine with a squirrel, but too late for that now. We have a cockroach, which we don't have enough bones to cast him, so we'll just attack. And we got 1 overkill damage. Now we can get another card. Garbage. Yeah, I'm not picking him up. The moose buck will have a use for the black goat. The meddlesome bat, a minor terror. A 2/1 of flying that costs 4 bones. We could go for something nice and defensive, but he's expensive. We'll go with the moose buck. I don't think we have any 3-cost cards. And now we have another campfire. The warm light of a campfire was a welcome sight, though the 10 hungry eyes around it dampened the greeting. Warm a creature by the fire? Enhance its health, said one. Oh, this time we'll get health instead of damage. Pick something else, says the stoat. Oh, says the stink bug. Okay, so none of them really want to be put in front of the fire, so there is a chance that we can lose a creature. Oh, now we can see what the ant queen does. I guess it did go into her hand. It's an ant spawner. When a card bearing the sigil is played, an ant is created in your hand. So definitely like some kind of sliver queen or something. Very helpful for an ant deck. I think we know everybody else's ability. What could benefit from a higher defense? The stink bug could. He doesn't seem excited about going up there. Or the bullfrog. And he could just defend a flying creature for longer. Since the stink bug's not excited, I think I'll go with the bullfrog. And hope he doesn't get eaten. The survivors were right about the flames. They had enhanced a creature's health. Spotting a few of the survivors drooling, you made a hasty retreat with your bullfrog. Okay, so not eaten yet. I have a feeling it's just a matter of time. Let's move up to the next battle. So what's going on? It's got a sparrow with flying. That'll be blocked by our grand fur. He's got a coyote, which will do a quick 2 damage to us. But should be easy enough to take care of. We're being blocked by a boulder. We have a squirrel to summon a bullfrog, who now has more defense. so he can survive the coyote. Leaves a sparrow free, but we have 3 turns to wait for that. And then we have the moose buck, who'll take a little while to get. And maybe by then we'll have enough bones to summon a cockroach. So we'll start with a squirrel. Bring out the bullfrog. That'll give us 1 damage right away. And we won't take any on his turn. And then we can see what he plays. Okay, so he's playing another sparrow. The bullfrog would have been nice to have. Let's go ahead and draw some sacrifice material. We'll go ahead and play it... No, it doesn't matter. But we'll put it behind the boulder, just to make sure it's safe. And then we'll kill his coyote with our bullfrog, and see what happens on the next turn. So the damage is balanced out now. We're right in the middle. Oh, it's kind of hard to navigate this sometimes. We're still balanced out because the bullfrog will do 1, he'll do 1. However, once his sparrow kills the grand fir, then he'll be slightly ahead of us. We can pick up another squirrel though. And if we sacrifice the bullfrog, we can bring out the moose buck, and we'll actually have the damage advantage. But we'll go ahead and kill his sparrow first. The moose buck will move over, attack the boulder, and because he can push things, he might... Well, no, the tree will be gone by then, so it doesn't matter. But he'll take the place of the tree and then attack the sparrow. So we might take another damage before the moose buck can start doing damage. But that's fine, since we're at neutral. We have enough bones for the cockroach. I didn't even realize that. Probably should have cast that. But for now, we'll get some more summon material. I see the way this is going. I concede. You may accept my surrender. Or you may finish this match the slow way. So he's offering me an olive branch. The thing is I might get overkill damage, so I'm not going to take it. Instead, I'm going to play the cockroach. We'll put him there. Go ahead and put the squirrel down for future summon material, and we'll attack. I guess that means he's probably not going to be putting anything else down, so we're not too worried defensively. We'll replace the squirrel with a stoat. Fine, says the stoat. And we'll do some more damage. Let's get another sacrifice material. We'll deal 2 damage, which will put him 1 away from dying. The moose buck will kill the rock, and I don't think he can move past a barrier, so he'll move over here. Oh yeah, we'll get plenty of overkill damage. We're gonna just play as a squirrel. Yep, he was trapped because there was nowhere to move. Let's see if we can get another 1-cost card. Nope, we got the Ant Queen. But we'll still do 5 damage, which is 4 overkill. Give us some more teeth. For when we eventually meet the trapper. We can pick a card by blood or random. If we pick a card by blood, we can do a sacrifice. Or if we pick a card at random, we can do a campfire again. I think we could do a sacrifice to start thinning out our cards a little bit. There's a 2-cost, a 3-cost, or a bone cost. I think we need a couple more 3-cost cards. I was actually hoping for some 1-costs, but Oh, we got another moose buck. Alright. And let's find a card with a good ability that we don't want. The choice is yours, says the stink bug. If we could put this Undying on a cheaper card that's only one sacrifice point, I think we'll get rid of the cockroach. It's me, says a stoat. Marvelous, says a stink bug. Oh, we could put something on the caged wolf. So he is a card in our deck. I wonder... He's definitely a nice defensive card. There's a rulebook? Oh no, the rulebook was for the moose buck. Okay. The caged wolf has no attack. I have a theory that if we can let the caged wolf out, maybe he'll be out in the cabin. Not quite fourth wall breaking, but it's definitely an interesting mechanic. No idea if it'll work, but I think I want to take that opportunity when I can. So what would be good to put Undying on? Well, since he was a 1-1 for 4 bones, maybe putting it on a 1-1 for 2 bones. Yeah, we're basically just making a cheaper cockroach with the possum. Is that the right move? No idea. And let's go to a battle. So strange. Why can't I remember his name? I believe I lost some of my memory in the flash. Look, there's a third talking card somewhere around here. Personally, I hate the guy. Biggest killjoy ever. But he's the only one of us with a plan to get out, or to get things back to normal. It's kind of hard to read the card at the right pacing. So we got both of our talking cards. There's a third one somewhere. And we have a wolf. He's going to play a wolf cub, which will eventually grow stronger. We could play the stoat in front of him, which should kill him before he gets stronger. Keep me alive, says the stoat. And then we'll need some more sacrifice material. But for now, that'll work. Ow, says the stoat. Let's go ahead and get another sacrifice material. Oh, he's playing a full-grown wolf behind the stoat. So while the stoat can kill the wolf cub, the wolf will come down to kill the stoat. However, if we play the wolf in his place, he'll overkill damage and kill the wolf. Sorry, stoat, you're getting sacrificed again. So if I'm right about this, 1 damage will go to the wolf cub, and 2 should go to the wolf. Let's see. I was exactly right. Except now his wolf cub's gonna come down, do 1 damage, which won't kill us, so we're fine. Oh, and if I was smart, I would have played the stink bug. That's fine. Hey, there's that caged wolf. And I really wanted to test my theory. Okay, this could be a bad move. Play the stink bug. Good play, says the stink bug. Sacrifice both of these guys. Oh, I missed what the stink bug said. You'll have to pause and rewind to catch it. I'm sorry. Now the caged wolf will take a few shots from the wolf cub and the wolf that it becomes. I'm not doing any damage, but like I said, I'm curious to see what happens. Maybe the caged wolf is the third talking card they're talking about. We have a squirrel for sacrifice material. I probably should have drawn a card, but that's fine. We got a couple more turns. We got a bullfrog. We can at least do some damage. I do want to wait till the caged wolf is dead and use the bullfrog to block. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. Because the caged wolf will kill, or the wolf will kill the caged wolf or release him. Then we could play the bullfrog, who will deal 1 damage. The wolf will deal 3, leaving me at 1, but then the bullfrog can kill the wolf. So it'll be a slow play, but I think it's fine. Oh, something definitely happened. What was that? And we got a wolf in its place. Okay. It's time to get up and look at the room, I think. After this battle, because we can't get up right now. But yeah, the caged wolf actually let out a wolf, so he wasn't the talking card that I'd hoped. But it'll take care of the wolf for us. You have me here. I surrender. I am not taking your olive branch. I have a chance for overkill damage. As of right now, yep, we'll get 1 overkill damage. Unless I don't think I can draw anything that'll do more. And then, yeah, if we sacrifice everything for the moose buck, we won't get any overkill damage. We'll just see what I draw. An ant queen. Yeah, that'd only be 1 damage. Not worth it. We'll get her 1 overkill. And pretty soon we're going to have a choice. But for now, we get a card. Oh, I forgot to get up and look around. I think I'll still have an opportunity. The Venerable Alpha. Its courage emboldens the creatures that stand beside it. Okay. I think I understand already. Leader. Creatures adjacent to a card bearing the sigil gain 1 power. So yep. He's not very strong in himself, but he can boost the guys next to him. The Sparrow is a cheap 1/2 with flying. That's already nice. The 2 defense doesn't matter. Well, it does, because they can attack him. So that's nice little poke damage, especially from behind a rock or something. I'm not picking up garbage. It'd be interesting to see what he grows into, but I still don't think it's worth 2 blood. I think we'll go with the alpha just because it's something new. Now let's get up and look around, because I think, yep, we released the caged wolf. I don't know what to do with him. He looks like he sits in something else, which makes me think of this contraption. Perfect. Cause a squirrel to release the knife. You finally pried my special dagger from the paws of that squirrel, though you may wish that you hadn't. Oh yeah? Well, what does the dagger do? Can I stab you with it? That's a negative. Can I pry this open or anything? Not seeing any interact spots. I'm not physically holding the dagger. Oh, there it is. It's with my items. Okay, so that's an item I can use. I don't know what it's going to do, but we'll figure that out. We can go to the backpack for more items, which we don't need because I think we're full. There's a campfire or another sacrifice spot. I think we'll go to the campfire. Hopefully we get a damage increase, but even a health increase would be nice. Warm a creature by the fire. Enhance its power, said a hungry survivor. Yep, that was what I was hoping for. Stop this, says the stoat. Do what you must, says the stink bug. So we can make one of our cheaper cards stronger. Something like the possum, which will come back to our hand. Or we can make one of our strong cards stronger. I think I like the possum. Let's hope he doesn't get eaten. I'm still waiting for that to happen. The fire warmed the weary opossum and enhanced its power. You suspected the intentions of the survivors were less than pure. With your possum in tow, you retreated into the woods. Yeah, maybe there's a chance that it'll fail. And this is a boss fight. The incessant clank-clank-clanking The incessant clank-clank-clanking reverberated. Okay, let's try that again. The incessant clank-clank-clanking That's word's hard to say. The incessant clank-clank-clanking reverberated. The incessant clank-clank-clanking reverberated between your ears. The path ahead was blocked by a grotesque figure. 'Twas the prospector! Hee-haw! He's doing the prospector again. Easy, boss. The mule's key. Yeah, we've kind of already fought this guy before. And we have the ant queen now, so we could kind of start making an ant deck. I think I'll wait till we get the other ant in our hand before I worry about that. What we learned about the prospector is if we kill the pack mule, we'll get more cards. However, anything we have on the board becomes a gold nugget. So we want to do it with as few cards as possible. We also have to be worried about the coyote, however. I think the wolf will be the best way to kill the pack mule. And we could potentially outpace the coyote's damage. So we'll try that. We'll do a smoke, which we got for one of our health points, because he's a jerk. So many bones. We did get a lot of bones. I guess a smoke gives a lot of bones when you sacrifice it. Oh yeah, there's a good stack there. Too bad we don't have any bone creatures. Alright, let's see how this goes. I don't want to put too much on here. But we have to not die before we can kill the pack mule. Start picking up some cards. The wolf should kill the pack mule in 2 turns. The coyote will do a little bit of damage. And the adder will start doing damage once he kills the boulder. But for now, I think we're okay. Famous last words. Okay, so he's going to do 3 damage to me, which will put us close to dying, but not quite there. Pick up some more sacrifice material. Let the wolf kill the pack mule. And unless he brings out anything new, we'll be at a standstill. Dagnabbit! Okay, he is bringing out something new. The coyote will kill my wolf. But we'll do 3 damage first. Let's go ahead. See what we got. We got a Rattler. A nice strong initial strike card. I think we have plenty of bones to play him. Got the River Snapper for defense. The Warren. Rabbit Hole. When a card bearing the sigil is played, a rabbit is created in your hand. A rabbit is defined as 0 power, 1 health. So that's a defensive card that gives us another defensive card. Interesting. Kind of a stall tactic. We got some squirrels, the stoat, and the ant queen. We have to draw something. I think we have enough sacrifice material. We can start drawing some real cards. But we need to start worrying about this damage coming in. So play a Warren to block. I need something to sacrifice. Squirrel. A Warren to block. And we got a rabbit. Never doubt the fecundity of rabbits. The rabbit can block the adder. So we'll have a net positive of 3 damage. But now he's got 5 coming in. Luckily they're all easily killed. But I don't think we're going to prevent having... Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to prevent having some gold nuggets. We'll use 1 squirrel to summon the stoat. You sure? Says the stoat. Not really. We'll use another squirrel for the bullfrog. That'll take care of most of the damage coming in. What's the mole? Burrower. When an empty space would be struck, a card bearing this sigil will move to that space to receive the strike instead. Oh, so he can block any row that doesn't have something in it. It'll take 2 turns to kill it. And we'll take 2 damage from the adder. Oh, this is definitely the slow attrition game. Or I could just deal with gold nuggets. Let's get some sacrifice material. And we'll play it the slow way, I think. I forgot that they got to attack before the mole came down. So we're not in as much danger. We'll get some greetings, says the stink bug. We'll get some cards to play. And we'll just slowly work our way up. I wonder if our squirrel deck is infinite. That's something to worry about. I don't know what happens when we run out of cards to draw. I know there's some games where you'll start taking damage for that. Yeah, because I'm worried about that, I don't feel like playing that game. I need to draw a card first. We'll use the opossum. If he dies and becomes a gold nugget, he should go back to our hand. So that's fine. We'll still have a small playable area, but we have a moose buck. Oh no, because we don't have enough stuff to summon. We'll deal with that when we get to it. We won't have enough room to summon the moose buck. There's gold in them cards. Yep, the opossum came back, just like I planned. Gold! I've struck gold! And the bloodhound will take care of 1 of the gold nuggets for us. And now we could potentially do a ant deck, but we just need space cleared out for it. I'm curious. No, they don't even have a 0. So I don't think we can give the gold nuggets attack. We could do 2 damage for bones. Or we could do the rattler for bones. That's 3 damage. Yep, this'll get him. This'll give us 1 overkill damage. Less, do we have flying? Nope, no flying. We can't put the stink bug. Shall we? Says the stink bug. But doesn't matter. We'll do the 1 overkill. Okay, that might have been slower than necessary. Let me relight your candles. Well, thank you. Very well. You may choose a rare card. The Stalwart Mole Man, the ultimate defense. So yeah, he defends against flying, and he's got that mole ability that lets him move around. Doesn't do any attack, but definitely the ultimate defense, especially for 1 sacrifice point. Probably the best defensive card we've seen. The Urayuli, the super strong board clearer, or the Gek. He's free 1/1, but he does take up a space, whereas the Mole Man, he takes up space, but he at least serves a good purpose. We'll take the Mole Man. After the harrowing encounter with the Prospector, you gathered yourself and continued onwards. Let me see. The air grew thick with moisture. The buzzing and chirping of insects drowned out the sound of your footfalls. You beheld the wetlands. Alright. I don't know what this is. That could give us a random card. Our deck is kind of getting full, so maybe not the best choice. But yeah, let's see what this does.